So tomorrow is the official election day, even though it's pretty much been election month. I probably could have got a mail-in vote like anybody else, but my kid's gonna be voting for the first time, and I felt like the in-person voting would be a cool experience for him. Maybe we don't have elections no more. Maybe it's all mail-in voting. Um, I think will happen if Kamala gets in there, we're gonna have some like crazy lockdowns. That's what I think. I think there's gonna be like unnecessary lockdowns. That's what I think is gonna happen if she gets in there at some point. It might not be right away, but at some point there's just it's gonna be like absurd. Like, why? Why are we locking down for what? And see what people do it. If people go along with it, cool. That's what they're trying. That's what they're doing right now. That's what they're testing to see what people will do. How absurd people will go along with like how much absurdity people will go along with. That's what's happening right now. That's what's been happening. Like going into I don't feel safe in this election. Um, if this was like if there was no shenanigans in this election, if it was just a fair election, and then we didn't have to worry about like people on the voter roll who shouldn't be there, possibly illegals voting, dead people voting. Um, these mail-in ballots that people should have already sent out, but like some of these places are saying like they're not going to get the results 13 days. Why? Are you so people can just mail things in like how long does it take to mail a ballot? Like a couple days for the mail to process it. So what you're saying is people can vote after the election day. That's what they're saying in whatever state that is. I forgot. There's just so many. 13 days? Like you're not gonna get like, oh, we're not gonna know. Why won't you know the results? Like these people even said like Arizona was like, oh, we're not gonna know the results probably like for a while after the election. Why? And you know this is gonna happen? Well, you have time to fix it. Why aren't you fixing it? This is absurd to me. With this is such an important election, and nothing has been done to unify the states to at least in the federal elections to be the same every single state. It should be. It's a federal election. It should be the same. When they have local elections, they can do whatever they want. They can have whatever, but like federal elections need to be the same, and it probably needs to be separate from state elections. And I know, okay, Congress and the Senate, okay, whatever. Those can be on the federal one, but like when it comes to city council and all that stupid crap that nobody really cares about, yeah, who in their right mind is gonna study and analyze these random people in their city? Like 30,000 people. You think I'm sitting here like, I wonder about this person. I don't know. They're just a Republican, dude. So like they probably have the same values as me. I'm not gonna spend my time analyzing like 50 people. I'm not gonna do that. Who the hell has time for that crap? Nobody has time for that crap. So other people like, oh, you're like, nobody has time for that now. Like on top of like maybe having to work to death because we have to like survive, and like taking care of our families and all this other crap and our own personal lives and relationships and ourselves. Like, and I'm supposed to like look at like I'm supposed to be like doing in-depth research like I've done on Trump or Biden or Kamala or anybody else on these random people. I don't fucking care, man. Just he's a Republican, whatever, man. Like he probably aligns with Trump, dude. Maybe not everything, but it's mostly like, yeah, I'm gonna vote down ballot Republican for everything. Um, like I'm sorry, fucking dude, I got other shit going on, man. And this is what I'm saying. Like people don't have the time to just sit there and just look at this and oh, you gotta do your due diligence of what? Of what? Man, that's crazy. Now, seriously, when we go in tomorrow and vote, there's probably like, I'm serious, there's probably like 20. There's like at least 20 different people that you have to like figure out who, like 20, at least 20, maybe 30 different positions that you're gonna have to be like, man, damn, I don't even know who these people are. I don't want to get to know these people. I don't care. Do they align with? Do they somewhat align with what I believe? Well, right now the Republicans align with it, so I'm going to vote down ballot Republican. Okay, he probably aligns with Trump. She probably aligns with Trump, so I'm voting for them. And it doesn't make me a cult member. It just makes me like, dude, I'm a regular person with only so much interest, and like, yes, local elections are huge. It's huge in your local election. But like at this point, I don't even want to ever vote for a Democrat again, even though I am a Democrat. So why would I? Dude, it's just I'm just gonna vote Republican because Democrats are crazy right now. If they get their act together, that's different. But for right now, that like I just think that they're insane. So I'm not gonna even like do my due diligence and like look, I don't care, dude. I'm just gonna vote Republican for the whole thing. Does that make me a bad person? No. Do I follow politics way more than the average person? Heck yeah, I do. So if I don't even want to do it, and I'm very in tune, think about all these other people. I think they care. They barely even care about the election. Like they barely care about politics. Most people get their politics based off of like background noise from CNN or whatever is on the whatever stations in the background, whether it's in the airport or their house or whatever. It's just background noise, and they don't really pay attention. They just hear like Trump is horrible, Trump is Hitler, and like okay, like. I really don't have much faith in the American people at this point. I know that there was problems in the last election, and if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you should want those problems solved. You shouldn't want problems. You shouldn't want like, hey, this happened. This is sketchy. Why are we not getting like seriously, like I want Trump to win really bad, and I think it's like really important for America to have him back in office. But I don't want to win by like cheating. I don't want to win by like these ballots just put in here by like people who shouldn't be voting. I want to win fair. I want to win. I don't want to win by cheating, man. I don't. I don't want to win. I don't want to go into the Super Bowl like if I was a football player, and then all of a sudden like, the team we used to get to the Super Bowl, which we have a good chance to win the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, like, some of the mid talent got like all the depth and all those people got replaced by the stars of other teams. Like the NFL was like, okay, you know what? People can release their star players. So all of a sudden, like it's just basically like an all-star game, and everything that we've done up to that point hasn't really mattered anyway because it was just a game for the stars. This is what I'm saying. It's just like or it's just like on my team was only allowed to do it, or like only my team did it and the other team didn't want to do it because like they actually have some morals and values and they want to win the right way. That's the Republicans right now. And the Democrats are like, oh, I just want to stack my team so I can win no matter what. I don't care. So there's no value with that win, though. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't have much faith in the American people. I was in 2020. I felt really confident in that election. And I feel confident now. I feel confident. I feel if Trump had a fair one in 2020, he would have won. And I feel the same right now. I feel if it's a fair one, if it's legit, if there's no shenanigans, I think Trump is going to not just win, I think he's going to destroy Kamala. And I think a lot of these Democrats will go down as well. However, I what I've already seen from 2020, and then I look at the common person and I'm like, we're okay. I guess you get what you want, and you're gonna get you're gonna get the pain and suffering seriously, like, and it's not gonna be a little bit of pain and suffering. The people are 68% of like economics. I can't say that word right this second. I don't know why my brain does that, but like economists, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Saying that tariffs will put a bunch of inflation on us and this and that and this and that. It's gonna be horrible, blah blah blah. And like, where's the long-term thinking? Where's the long-term thinking? Because tariffs will be amazing on us. It's going to bring back all these companies. Companies aren't going to go or use like slave labor. Yes, it is slave labor because like it's not a fair thing. You're bringing things. You're trying to cut corners, taking away from American jobs for people like us to do, because you want to save money by shipping products over there, having them manufactured somewhere else, shipping them back. And it's not like they're a lot cheaper. They're a little bit cheaper. Like, okay, like you look at Walmart, stuff like that. But it's like, it's cheap for a reason. It's not going to last. We need products that are going to last. We need products that we can, like Elon's rockets, how it's reusable. That's what we need. We don't need products that last like 30, like a couple, stuff breaks, of course, but we don't need products that, like cars. Cars is like the biggest thing. Like, why can't we make cars that would just work for the longest time? Like, why do I always have to go buy a new car? Like, how bad is that on our environment that we always having to make cars and destroy them? And I understand that when it comes to jobs, but we need good products. We need good products that last, because like, for the environment, and it's just like, I don't want to have to keep buying the same thing over and over and over again. I get it like one time, whatever, but like, we should be having the best, greatest products made here. And not just here, you can have them made in Canada, you can have them made in Mexico, South America. You know how many jobs that you can bring back to, like, you can make this whole stretch of land from top to bottom, and everyone in it so economically wealthy compared to the rest of the world. And that's what we should be focusing on. We should be focusing on making this whole stretch of land in this hemisphere of this world absolutely amazing. And we can definitely start out with Mexico and South America. You have to like overthrow these governments. Like, they're overthrowing other governments. Like, these governments need to be overthrown, and these cartels need to be taken out. It's like, you're bombing other people, but you should be bombing them and they're the biggest threat. Like, look at all these people coming to our border illegally, it's just like, we should want all these countries. It's like, I don't know, it's just so weird. It's like America doesn't want any powerful countries around it because it feels like it's going to get invaded or something like that. So, that's why Canada doesn't have a big military or whatever, it doesn't need one because of America. Oh, cool, man. We can have like a North American military that protects us all. You know what I mean? Or protects us, so like, we can have an alliance. It's not a new world order, but like, maybe we annex a couple some land and make it prosperous for everybody. That's what we should be doing. We should be making, and maybe my ideas are stupid, but maybe somebody can formulate it even a better way than I am. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, maybe the whole thing that I'm talking about is stupid, but like, possibly somebody of way more intelligence can be like, hey man, there's a couple things here that we can use. Maybe the whole thing isn't very good, it's too broad, it's too general, but like, hey, there's a couple things that we can use to, like, it's a good idea. Like, people come here because they want economic prosperity. Well, it's not really so much now, but like you're gonna have to work a lot. Like, your whole life is working, and you're a slave if you want to try to move up at this point. And for me, when I'm like, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it for a few months anyway. I'm gonna do it for a few months so I can knock off big portions of my debt, make things a little easier on me. That way, instead of like just being in a like, I've tried, man. I've tried to make music. I've tried to put videos out. I've done like humiliating TikToks that are like embarrassing and cringeworthy. I wrote books. I've tried to get a following. I've tried hard. I've tried hard for these so many years to get a following, and it's just not gonna happen. Like I go up on X, and people, hey, you bought your followers. No, I didn't. And what happened was I just followed, and people followed me back. So like I would follow like 400 people a day, and then they would follow me back, and the ones that didn't follow me back, I would just unfollow them. And apparently X has a problem with that. I don't know why, but at this point, my account has so many. It has like 13,000 followers, and I I can't even follow like a bunch of people back. I think it cuts me off like at 10. It says the limit. Even though I haven't followed anyone for months, it cuts me off at 10 because maybe I broke it. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, my replies get a lot of attention sometimes. It's so hit and miss. It's like crazy. Like, I look in the notifications, 87,000 impressions. I'm like, why? Why does my political jargon don't get anything, and this random text, this random whatever just gets like all of these impressions? And it's just like, I don't even it's just kind of stupid. It's like, okay, so I'm wasting my time. I really don't feel like I'm wasting my time because like I've already accomplished like pretty much everything I wanted to do. Being successful, that's like the only thing. Like I've been married, I've had my kids, I've done a lot of cool things in my life. I've went to different places. I haven't went all over the world, but like it is what it is. You know what I mean? I've done as best as I can with what I have, with the mistakes I've made in my life to put me in this position. It's not a mistake with me having kids, but like the fact that I was too lazy to gain skills to provide a really good life for us instead of just kind of like being in survival mode. I'm so tired of being in survival. Is absolutely absurd. And the fact that I have to, and I'm to the point like I want to get this little bitch out of me. The rest of it is just gone, and that's what I plan on doing for this next few months. And hopefully, and like I said, like this is what I'm gonna do. If Trump loses, I'm going to make the best out of myself. I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna do it either way, but like I'm going to go after Democrat relationships. I'm going to try to separate as many. I'm going to try to cause as much problems in their relationships as I possibly can with as many relationships. If oh, somebody left a comment. Oh, service, dude, my whole life has been like destroyed by these people, and the fact that this person doesn't like understand that everything is highly political is absolutely amazing. Like after COVID, like I did good dating before COVID, and after COVID it's just kind of like it changed for me, and I think it changed for a lot of people, and that affects my life today. The inflation affects my life today. I don't even want to go on dates because like I feel like I can't afford a girlfriend. I can't afford I can afford to go on a couple dates, but I don't want to hook up, man. I really don't. But I'm going to with Democrat women that are in relationships with men, Democrat men. I'm not going to go after like I wouldn't anyway because like those guys are good dudes, but like the Democrat men are gonna suffer. And if Trump wins, then I'm building for my future. Either way, I'm building, and me trying to get some type of notoriety is just not gonna happen. And I wanted to give up before, and I've wanted to give up so many times, and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. There's so many different things I've tried, and it's just nothing is working. So it's like either I'm completely untalented, I'm highly unintelligent. I've always thought of myself as dumber than everybody, but lately, like I feel way smarter than everybody else. It's weird, but like, yeah, like it just seems like social media is a waste of my time. Like video games is a waste of my time. I'm tired of this like just feeling stagnant, feeling like, man, I gotta pay a bunch in debt. Like, dude, so I'm just gonna try to do whatever I can to wipe it out. And if something probably comes up and then I get all this debt back, probably will happen, because that's what it does for me. Like, I feel like that one Greek king that tricked Satan, and then eventually he went to hell, and then his punishment is rolling a rock up the hill, and then it falls down. He has to do that for eternity, keep rolling it up the hill. So as soon as it gets to the top, it rolls back down, and he is forced to go and get it and push it back up. That's what I feel like. And I'm gonna try. This is my last effort, man. This is it. I'm gonna try as hard as I can. I'm gonna try to catch up. I'm gonna try to do good things with my money. I'm going to try to be as healthy as I possibly can. I'm just gonna try to put it all together through these holidays up until next year. And if I keep on getting this crap from the simulation or the creator or whatever, like, I bust you my ass, I'm just gonna give up, man. I'm seriously just gonna like go bankrupt, because I'm done. Like, this is the last ditch effort where, I've tried this, I've tried that. That's not gonna work. Fine, it's not gonna work. Cool, whatever. I would be fine with a happy life as a regular person. As long as, like, I had a mate or something like that I can share, spend time with. But, like, okay, fine, I won't have dinner. I'll be, but I'm not gonna be poor no more. I'm not gonna be in this position where I'm like, I feel like I have to be at a place where I don't want to be. I have to be at a job I just cannot stand. I hate being there, and it's making me miserable. You can see how miserable in my videos, and I've sounded like I've wanted to self-delete, and part of me wanted to, honestly. I'm dead serious when I'm like, I hate reality. It just sucks. It's just boring. It sucks. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. Like, this is why people just start drinking and smoking weed and doing drugs, is because, like, life sucks, man. And it seems like working hard is one thing to get ahead, but, like, having to work to the extreme that, I'm going to have to, or other people have to, is just, it's uncalled for and unnecessary, honestly. It's slavery. It really is. It's slavery. And that's what people are going to have to do. That's what they're going to have to do. And I want things to be more fair, and how am I supposed to compete with, like, the rest of the world? You know what I mean? It's like these companies, I'll just ship your job overseas. It's like, how much more longer can we do this? How much more longer can we continue these wars? We need a massive change, and Trump is that. Otherwise, we're just gonna go off a massive cliff. The cliff just gets getting higher. That's what happens. It's like, it's just gonna be more, the high, whatever we're doing right now, we're gonna keep going, and we're making that cliff higher where the crash is gonna hurt or kill us. It's gonna hurt so bad where people are gonna be suffering, where they're just like, they're not gonna be able to handle it. I'm telling you, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to handle it, or it's just gonna get so high where it just completely destroys our society, and it will become Mad Max. I'm not saying it'll be like that forever, but, like, yeah, there'll be parts that turn into Mad Max for sure, like The Purge, all that crap, all that stuff right there. You see, the worst of humanity, you'll see it, because it'll just be like, we go through, like, some huge depression, which people can't even. I'll die, and most people will die too. We can't sustain that nowadays. We can't sustain a huge economic depression for very long. I mean, I'm sure we can handle for maybe like a couple months or something like that, but, like, a prolonged depression nowadays will not fly. It will. And, like, if you look at, like, the debt we have, the unrealized debt or whatever, which is Social Security, Medicare, and stuff like that, our debt is really like $200 trillion. It's not 35 trillion. It's actually around, because these are future debts we owe. So like that debt you see right now, it is not realistic. When these baby boomers, it'll when these baby boomers come, like that debt will start. They're gonna have to keep printing more money. That's what's happening right now. They have to keep printing more money, and it's unsustainable. And we, the working class, really can't take any more inflation. I'm sorry, we just can't. We can't keep competing with these people that come here illegally and taking our housing. Um, you guys are upping our rent. What I get it because you keep inflating the currency, but it's like you are destroying people actually save their money. Like if you're doing the right thing by like going to work and saving your money, and it's just sitting in some bank account collecting no interest, like you're losing money by saving. You know, and that was the right way. That was the right way to save a bunch of cash, and you can do it. But I'm just saying, like people were saving, like, oh, I'm gonna save $100,000. Like, dude, I would never just have $100,000 because they can't fathom ever being rich to be like, okay, $100,000, whatever. But myself, I'll probably just scrape along. I don't ever expect to be a prominent figure. At this point, I expect like this is just gonna be a hard life for me, no matter what I do. But like this is it, man. This is my last try, and then I'm just gonna stop giving a fuck completely about everything. Like seriously, I'll just do enough to get by. I will just start like smoking lots of weed. I might even get into other drugs. Like at the, I'm just like I'm done, dude. I'm done trying to do the right thing and not getting anywhere. In fact, me doing the right thing is like, it seems like it has the opposite effect with the creator or whatever like this, or the simulation. I'm tired. I'm done going against the current. I'm done going against the wind. The wind should be coming in and coming behind me and like pushing me forward to excellence in whatever I do. Not keep resisting. Fine, okay, I won't do like the social media thing. I won't be some YouTuber. I won't be some famous musician. I won't be some record label executive. I'll be low status. Cool. I'm a little dog. I've always been a little dog. I've always been the underdog. I've always been written off. Cool. But dude, I'm not gonna continue to like work my ass off for nothing, man. Like seriously, I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, I might even end up just going homeless. Like seriously, I might just say, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm not gonna work these jobs and whatever. I'm just gonna go homeless, dude. Seriously, it's not worth it. I can't even, like, all my money goes towards rent. What about me eating? What about my utilities? What about anything else I need? No, all my money goes to rent, and that's what's going to end up happening. And people aren't going to be able to handle that shit. That's why we need huge societal changes. And the whole thing with the WEF, like this whole notion of like they want this technology 15-minute city. Cool, man. It sounds like a good idea to me. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are the building? What the line? Like, how absurd is the line? They're just making a huge wall of 36 miles in the middle of nowhere. It's so stupid. Could you imagine that? You're just traveling and then you come upon this huge structure. Maybe you, and it's like, dude, how far does this thing go, man? 30, dude, is this going forever? And then like you have to reevaluate. It's the dumbest idea. This line. What? Just like in the middle of the desert, just huge structure that it looks like you can't even get over. And it's like, what are you people doing? Seriously, we should have like underwater cities and shit. You know what I mean? Like we should have like 15-minute cities where people don't need cars. They can just walk. Where are these at? And people don't want to live in the cities anyway because it's so crime ridden. Why is it so crime ridden? Can we fix these problems? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to worry about getting like shot or stabbed or whatever like that. Like, but you know what? I guess I'm just a privileged American with my white privilege, and I'm complaining about nothing. And that's what the conservatives say, is I'm just complaining about nothing. I'm highly privileged, I'm highly entitled, and while they're rich, well, these people have it really well. And they may have worked their butt off to get there. I'm not saying they didn't. But I guarantee you, if they had to do it now, what they did back then, they would probably be very, like, not motivated to do it. The amount of work you have to do now to get ahead, to do anything, and it's going to get worse with Kamala. It's going to get a lot worse with her. And that's what I'm saying is, like, I don't really have much faith in the American people at this point. I don't view the average American as a person of much of intelligence. This is why I pretty much stopped dating, because, like, I don't want to dumb myself down. I don't even want to, like, I'd rather just be alone, but I am myself. And that's gonna change, because, like I said, I'll have motivation, I'll have a purpose. It's just kind of like, dude, I've already done the things I need to do. Are they successful? No. Did I do them? Did I try? Yes. And I failed. I'm a failure at this channel. You know, I've had this channel for since 2016. Well, I've had it for a lot longer, but, like, I didn't really start trying to upload till, like, 2016, 2000, maybe 15, 2017-ish, around there, 2016. That's when I started uploading a lot. And I got 1,500 subscribers, which is a lot better than the average person, but considering, like, all the time I spent and how many videos I have, it's just kind of like, dude, I'm just like, I need to do something else with myself, you know, like, I'm not really growing, like, what is this gonna be? And it's like, I only grow in spurts too, like, something, like, breaks the algorithm. I don't just get, like, oh, here's a couple of followers. No, it's like something, like, breaks, and then all of a sudden, like, it might get a lot of impressions or views, whether it's like a couple thousand possibly. And then I get, you know, a couple, like, 20 followers or something like that. Or like 10. It's just slow accumulation, and the only reason it's like I was sitting at like 400 followers for like years. And then I made a video that had 400,000 views, and then all of a sudden it shot up to 1,500, like, really quick. Like, I gained 1,000 followers in a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden, because I hit something in the algorithm, and then they turned it off. They had to have turned it off. And I'm done fighting. I'm done fighting. Like, I give up. I need to try different avenues. I need to get more. If I'm going to keep in the political fight, I need to get more into actual government office. That's what I need to do. Whether it's like helping door knock or whatever, or whatever they need to do in the campaigns to support these people, whatever. I need to get more involved. You know, working a full-time job and trying to help my kids get on their way. That's what I'm focused on. But, like, soon that's going to be over, and I'm not going to have to work. I'm going to get my bills down, so I don't have to work as much. I'm a minimalist. So I'm just going to be a poor man. I guess this whole life I'm just going to be a poor man. And I'm just going to be the support. And it's fine. I don't have to be in front of the camera. I just want to be able to create something, even if it's not me in front, at least something that I created that got success, you know. But it is what it is. I've tried. And I'm so far ahead of everybody else completely, like most people, when it comes to knowledge and the knowledge of technology. I'm going to make a video about what's happening right now when it comes to AI and AI chatbots, because I think a lot of people need to know, even though I don't have much much of a voice. I still think it's like important, because I don't see a lot of people talking about it, and it's coming quick, and it's coming a lot quicker than people are thinking. Like when the technology all comes together, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look realistic. Like these chatbots are gonna look like this, and you can tell, with the AI, like it's animation, you can tell, but at some point, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between a fake picture and a real picture. And that is going to be crazy. That's why we need regulation. We need AI regulation, is because the pictures and the videos that AI puts out, if you got pictures out there, man, like, be prepared. Be prepared to see, like, be prepared to be tricked. You know, could you imagine, like, you go onto your Facebook or whatever like that, and like all of a sudden, like somebody that doesn't like you just starts generating these degenerate pictures, and they send them to all your friends. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, if you're not hiding your friends on Facebook, but even if like you have anything public, you're saying things public, and then people comment, they'll be like, who is this person? Oh, that sounds like they're like a family member. And then they send them these lewd things. It's like, it's gonna get crazy, man, with this technology. Something's gonna break, I think, though. Something's gonna break. I don't know. Something's gonna break. I like where Trump and Elon and a lot of these people would lead us. I think they would do a lot of government reform. Even Elon came out. I seen a clip yesterday. He's talking about, like, yes, we're gonna get rid of you, like, but you're gonna get paid for 2 years. Just go do something else, because you're not, like, whatever you're doing doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, go do something else, figure it out. You get paid for 2 years. That would be sweet. I wish I got that deal. I couldn't imagine having 2 years, not having to worry about bills. Man, I would become an amazing guitarist. I would come out with the best creations, the best simulations. The amount of, oh my God, if I had 2 years, I can get really educated in a lot of different areas. I probably would get a skill. I would probably get a skill, though. I'd probably get that skill that I don't have to work in these jobs are going to be gone soon too. Like these retail jobs and all these service jobs, all these jobs are going to be gone soon. People are just going to end up, at some point, a lot of people are going to have their food delivered to them, the groceries. It's way more convenient than having to go to the store, check out. Like, either you check out yourself or you sit in some line waiting. You know, I hate lines. I hate waiting. And I'm a very patient person compared to where I was, but I can't stand. I want it now. I want it done now. I like things done now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I go hardcore into things. I go all into things. And I don't like, I like seeing progress. If I don't see progress, I get upset. I get miserable. It's like, you know, like maybe I go on a date with a woman and she don't like my sense of humor. I'll throw something out there. She takes it the wrong way. She gets offended. Well, guess what? Then I shut down. I become boring. I'm just testing you out, you know. But like, since I can't be myself right now, then I'm not going to try to put this on long term. And I become boring, stagnant and boring, because you just hindered my creativity. If my creativity gets hindered, you see less of it. I shut down, and that's what these jobs do to me. They hinder my creativity. And it is what it is. Obviously, my creativity is dog shit because nobody follows it. Nobody gives a shit about it. Even like these amazing artists that I found, that they make beautiful music that is really MAGA friendly music, and these people still don't give a fuck. They ain't listening to it. They're not sharing it. It's like, dude, are you serious? Okay, whatever. Then keep listening to your mainstream bullshit that these people don't give a fuck about you. Um, it's absolutely amazing to me to see what's happening right now, and this is. I don't get much support, man. I don't get much, dude. I don't in my life. I don't get support from nobody, man. Like it's just me. I barely get support from people that actually care about me too. Like it's just me. Anything that I do creative, like I get I get zero support from anybody. I might get a little bit. Oh, that's a cool song that you made, but like, dude, for the most part, people look down on me. Like seriously, like they look at me like I'm cringe. And yeah, not everything I do is good, of course, but there is some things that's like, dude, this is not too bad, man. And if you look at like, okay, so the music I made, now I had a hand in creating all these different, you know, songs from these from the artists on my label, but like, it's like that's actually not too bad. Like, is it great? No. Am I the most talented artist out here? No. But like considering I did it all with my phone and I did it all by myself, I put this out there all by myself, and it amazes me that people are like aren't just amazed by that. Like, damn, man, like you have your stuff out there and somebody else like you created it, but you did like the dirty work of going through, and it's not that hard, but still, like it nobody wants to do that. You know, it sucks like sitting here trying to upload these songs and put the information. It's like it's work, okay? It's work. It's not something that I want to do. I want to see the end result, you know what I mean? That's why I do it, but it's like, yeah, not every song I made was good, but to hear like some of the covers made by these artists of my music, to listen to like the lyrics and how they've used my words and their songs, is just like, that's what I'm saying. That's the vision I had with this song. Maybe I didn't do a good job because like I didn't have the proper equipment. I didn't have the time. I didn't have any support from anybody, so I have to do everything completely on my own. Creating the tracks. Now creating tracks is easy because I just use AI, but like before I had to go and sit there and do this tedious crap with like editing these tracks, and like I never really liked it. I just wanted the music, so I can, you know, put songs out. But it's just like, yeah, most of my songs are garbage. I get it. Cool. Most people aren't gonna like my music. I get it. But it's just like, some of them aren't too bad. Some of them aren't too bad. I mean, who listens to an artist like, besides like, okay, like the Beatles, when like every single song is a hit, but most artists, like, you only like a couple songs off of the album. Most of the songs people just don't give a shit about, you know. And then like they'll like the singles from the other albums that come out too, so they just like the popular songs. But most people don't care about like the rest of the album. You know what I mean? So, and it is mostly just filler songs, just to fill it out to be an album. But there is diamonds, man. There is diamonds in my music, and especially like if people was to like cover my music, to cover my music, more so. You can already see what these artists. So if like big artists like see my music, like, this is kind of shitty, but the words aren't too bad, and I can make something really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like there's none of that shit's happening, and like maybe I blow up after I'm already like passed on, but like I could have put out so much more. You know what I mean? But now I'm pretty much gonna go back into retirement. I unretired when it came to making music. And then, what did I say? I said I retired. I retired, and then I unretired to try to get my voice out there in some type of different avenue besides social media, which I kept getting censored. That's why I started making music anyway. So I'm going to end up just like retiring again, just stop creating, stop creating like fuck it, like you people don't care about culture anyway, so you can just use whatever. Like I guess nobody cares about like what I have to create, and that's cool. You guys can like, I guess, listen to old crap or listen to or watch old stuff, because whatever the Republicans and conservatives are trying to create, most of it is garbage, like when it comes to entertainment. And you can put me on there too, but you say like my stuff's garbage too. So it is what it is, but I think my stuff is way more innovative than whatever I see from the most conservatives. Um, it's more appealing, but that's just my opinion, and obviously I'm wrong, since like it it doesn't it's not popular. So, and most people don't like what I do. Most people don't even like me, because they don't like the truth. They don't like hearing the truth. They don't like it, So I'm not a perfect person, but I try to tell the truth as much as possible. So like me lying, coming out to women to try to, if that happens, like, but I'm going to lie my ass off to them. Like, this me whole telling the truth isn't doing anything for me. Um, and am I giving up my morals? At some point, you're just like, dude, like, seriously, I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of trying to do things the right way and getting nowhere. I'm tired of it. So guess what? I'm just gonna, dude. And if I go on to somewhere worse than this place, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just trying to survive out here, and to try to have no purpose, have zero purpose, like, seriously, and nobody give a shit about you. Like, a couple people, but most people don't give a fuck about you. Like, you know what I feel like? I feel like a ghost. I feel like a ghost most times, honestly. I feel like a ghost. Um, Probably because like I feel like because I look so much far into the future and I see things in the future, um, and other people don't. That's why my ideas sound stupid to them, because they only think about it right now. They're not thinking, "Oh man, that is a good idea." That's why my stuff doesn't really resonate probably right now. But yeah, I can't continue to keep doing this though. So um, I need to see progress, and if I don't see progress, it'd be cool if I'm out here like not using social media anymore, and then I'm out here trying to, just basically eating and working, whether that's working out or working two jobs or whatever. Like, I'm basically eating, sleeping, and working, and that's it, to try to get money. And something pops off, which it won't. I don't think it will at all. At this point, after all these years I've tried, dude, seriously, this is why I'm turning the page. I can't wait for this election to be over, because I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. And I'm moving on to something else. This isn't working for me. I'm not gonna keep doing something that's just not gonna happen. Like, why would I continue to try to go after a woman that I like if it's just not gonna happen? If it's just, it's not gonna happen, why continue to do it? It's not serving me. And if I had a lot of extra time or something like that, if down the road I have like a lot of extra time and I still have any kind of creativity left after what I'm about to put myself through, which who knows, maybe I will, maybe I won't. um then I can probably create again, but like, just for the fucks of it, just, I have some new music to listen to, other than like whatever crap that they're putting out for the mainstream or whatever. Videos I can watch. I think some of my videos are funny. I like some of my content. And I laugh at some of my content. I enjoy some of my content. I don't watch these videos. These videos are more for like my AI in the future to be like really, really well, or at this point, because like, and the few people who actually listen to me, like the people who've listened to me throughout the years, like, I appreciate you listening to me ramble, go on to different topics, like bounce back and forth, not editing my videos, getting to the point. If you guys actually listen to like my whole videos, like that's really cool, and I appreciate you guys. But I get it. Maybe I'll come back one day. I just, I don't know, man. I'm just tired. If I don't, like I said, if I don't see progress, I just give up. I need to see some like shred of progress, man. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, okay, like all of a sudden I'm ultra like famous or something like that. Like I'm a Beyonce or something like that. It's just like I need to see progress, and I haven't seen any progress, and I don't want to see like, unless it's gonna be a huge jump where I'm like up to like a big, like a lot of people know who I am now. I don't need to see any like, okay, now I got 20,000 people following me. Like what does it matter if no one can see what I'm saying anyway? Like, what's the point of me having all these followers if nobody can see what I say? If certain things aren't going to be promoted, I just don't see it. I'm done. What it feels like to me with this uphill battle is I feel like I'm a high school football team going against the Super Bowl champions, and just to get 1 yard on these people, not even thinking about scoring, but to actually like move forward, not turn the ball over, because like these people are elite. And it doesn't even feel like the Super Bowl winning team. It could be the all-star team. To get 1 inch on these people, like these people are elite, and we're just kind of like getting destroyed. Like there's nothing we can do. Our offensive linemen are like 100, like 220 pounds, and they're defensive, and obviously they're like their linebackers, some of their safeties weigh as much as our offensive. Like we're not going to get any forward progress at all. We just keep going backwards every time. That's what it feels like. To get get 1 yard on these people would be like all of a sudden this video blowing up and having like 1 million views. That's what it would be like. But I can't even get 1 inch just to even go forward. It's to the point where it's like, this is how it feels in my life. It's not even getting a yard. It's not like not losing yards. That's what it feels like. Okay, we didn't lose 10 yards on that play. We only lost 3 yards. We're doing good, man. That's what it feels like. So like when you're in that type of situation where it feels like that, it's kind of like, this sucks. I just want to give up. I'm done. I'm not even finished the game. This is stupid. It's pointless. This is dumb. And most people would give up after the first drive, but I've tried, and I'm into like probably like the third quarter or something like that. I'm in the fourth quarter or whatever. Like I'm done. This is why I play video games on easies, because like, dude, life is just way too hard on me. And people would say, you're a complainer. Yeah, well, dude, when things just don't go your way, man, it's just like little things go my way, and then I'm given enough where I can sustain myself, but it's kind of like I'm not impressed with my life. Nobody else is impressed with my life. I think that reality, I'd rather be in the digital realm at this point than in my reality. So I don't like not being able to afford to go do things, because I would like to go places. I would like to hang out with people. But it's tough, man. It's tough. I would like to have friends, people I can talk to, people I can hang out with, I can do things with, but it's like things are so expensive now, and it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. It doesn't feel like it's worth the extra effort. So that's why I'm where I'm at right now. But I'm going to be changing things for sure. And I'm going to finish this journey I started like 10 years ago about making myself better. I started a little bit before, but it was like I always went to the gym, but making myself emotionally, physically, everything else better. And if the best I can hope for is like at this point for the rest of my life is just like just being a minimalist and going under the radar, just being a regular person like anybody else. And then since I didn't gain any popularity, it could be pretty easy to be a common person. No one knows who the hell I am, obviously, because it's not like anything that I've made on videos have really done much to get any type. You know, the funny thing is, I had an old boss that seen one of my videos, and he lives in Washington. So that was kind of funny, like to see my video that had 400,000 views get viewed by my old boss. That's kind of funny, but and I actually had a TikTok at work. Somebody I was working with said that they see me on TikTok, but yeah, nobody sees my stuff, so it's pointless for me to make anything else. I'll make a couple of videos. I'll probably make a video tomorrow, and I got a couple of days off coming up. Took the days off because I want to. If we win, cool, awesome. If we lose, I don't want to go to work for a few days. And the thing is, we might not even know. Imagine like Trump gets a victory, and then 13 days later, like some states like, hey, we got extra ballots we're counting, we didn't count, and then now Kamala won. Like, dude, they better not do that. That's not going to be good. That will not be good for society. Probably won't have society anymore because people like me will just stop working. Like, dude, we're done, man. Like, we don't believe you people. We're done with you people. And you're going to have radical people that start attacking the government. Because, like, you think that January 6th, like, they talk about... I got to end this video, but these people keep talking about January 6th all the time. Like, it was an insurrection. Like, cheat again, and I'm not making any threats myself. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not telling anybody to do nothing. I'm not a part of any militia, anything like that. But, like, it's quite obvious... if you like think logically and you look at people and you look at how people act and how people are pissed off, and you do this, how people are going to react, and it's not going to be good. We're not going to continue this. We're not going to continue. Oh yay, we're all like the stock market's all time. No, people are going to start like revolting. Groups of people like. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have groups of people revolting against the government because it's just tyrannical. And the leadership needs to be removed. It needs to be reformed. Even in the Bill of Rights, it says, I made a song. I put it in my song. Government, we should... the liberty and freedom is what America is about. But if you're like holding us down like tyrannically, it needs to be either abolished or reformed. So, like, I'm for reform it. I don't want to just, like, end the government outright because I think that'd be retarded. But, like, I want serious reform. That's what I want. And I want reform through the peaceful way. But if these people will not give up power because they just won't give up power, there will be a reform, like a hard reform. And a lot of these people who are pushing this... Even Jamie Raskin says, like, we're going to need security for everybody. Like, yeah, you're going to have targets on your back. And it's, like I said, it's not for me. I'm not making any threats. I'm just saying, like, there's people who are pissed off, who are MAGA, who have been holding back for years when it comes to censorship, when it comes to being gaslighted, or it becomes, like, hated on, being called a Nazi, being called all this a fascist, a piece of crap. We don't like, we're done with you. We're done. Like, I'm done. I don't have a wife. My wife left me. I don't fucking care no more. I don't fucking care. That's what people are going to be. I don't give a fuck. And the government thinks that, like, oh, I'm powerful. I have the military. Well, some of these military people will disaffect from you people. So it's like, you're not going to have, like, all the people you think you're going to have. You're not going to have a unified fucking country. You already don't. So if you think you're going to have a unified military or police, I think you're sadly mistaken, man. So, like, yeah, at some point, people are just going to reach fuck it. Not me. And I'm not promoting it. I'm just envisioning it. That's all. So I want to make that completely clear to you. And you people know this. You people know if there's any FBI agents that have been watching my content, you know that I'm not a violent person. You see my record. You see me not promoting violence. And you see me not being violent myself. And I have no plans. I'm not a terrorist. Any of that crap. I'm a peaceful man, law-abiding citizen who tries to do the right thing. I'm just saying, there are people who will reach I don't give a fuck no more. And it's probably going to be a lot more than the government thinks. It's not just going to be like one or two. It'll be a lot. It's going to be a lot, man. It'll be a lot. So, like, you're going to have your fucking hands full with a damn civil war. Like, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have a fucking civil war on your hands. And I don't think the government's going to be able to handle that very well, especially like with the military, how they've been training people. I think that our military is pretty damn weak compared to it was before. Anyway, that's it.